Hello, kiddies. It's me, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. You're listening to Drop the Mic.
Thomas, your sister, she's gone. These people, they're blasphemers. A cult, a disease. Bring her home.
Name? Thomas Richardson.
I dream of a world in which each waking day we rise equal. This island, it's our paradise. We have an intruder on our land, and we have to find him.
Your eyes. They've seen things. Who are you?
He shall be cleansed according to the edict of this land.
The promise of the divine is but an illusion.
God is pain. God is suffering. Beware false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Let us begin.
Please, Lord, forgive us.
Hey there, and welcome to our post-Halloween episode where we'll be chatting about the new film, The Apostle, starring Dan Stevens. By the way, we are your host, James Warney and the Swan. But before we jump into the main focus of the night, let's get everybody warmed up with a little pop news.
And now for a special news report. Brought to you by Drop the Mic.
All right, man, so what do you got?
All right, so according to the Hollywood Reporter, Andy Muschietti, the director of It, Chapter 1 and 2, he is actually going to be taking on Attack on Titan. It's a manga series, I guess.
Yeah.
He's going to be turning it into a possibly a trilogy.
Okay.
Of films.
Live action?
Yes, for Warner Brothers.
Can't wait to hear all of the whitewashing shame on that.
Yeah. I'm not very familiar with the show. I know it has a huge following, like most of the mangas that make their way over to the United States. I mean, you're probably 90% right on the the hate, because what's the movie that on Netflix, Death Note, that has huge hate, but
Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, yeah, so it's inevitable. So look forward to that if you are a fan, or if you just can't wait to shit on it. What else? Oh, so earlier last week, a New York studio that is ran by Disney, I guess, was broken into, and they had a lot of Star Wars stuff from the new Mandalorian movie, and some stuff was stolen out of it. But apparently it's nothing that's going to be detrimental to the film, and it's not going to ruin any plot points. But
so they stole actual
like props. Yeah, I don't know how much the stuff was worth, and That it reminds me of, I think, a couple of months ago when the actual Iron Man suit got stolen in Hollywood a few months ago.
Did they ever find it?
I haven't heard anything about it.
It's on the black market. It's well on the bar. It's in somebody's fucking private collection.
If I was to steal something like that, I would never sell that. Just because that's
you never know. If someone throws, I'll give you $2 million under the table.
Man,
you would sell
untaxed.
it. You would sell it, sir.
Yeah, you're probably right. I take as many pictures as I could with it while I had it, though.
It would be like the suit or sustain my entire family for my whole life.
Yeah, exactly. That's some pretty interesting news that I thought that was should be shared. What else? Netflix has already filmed half of season 2 for The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Wow.
They are surprisingly confident in this show, and I know you've watched some of it or all of it. I don't know how far you were, but I know you said you really dug it.
Yep.
But I guess it's a huge hit already, or the projections for the.
Honestly, it's just the right time.
Yeah.
You know,
they released it perfectly.
The right time.
Yeah. We'll probably say some more about that in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What else? The CW's Legends of Tomorrow hit a record low views for its season 4 premiere. Much like many of these shows, I think they're probably on their way out.
Is that the superhero one?
Yeah, it's the one where they time travel and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched like the first season, but nothing past that. I don't know. I think I said it before. I think these shows are kind of lame after a while. They kind of get after a few seasons, you can't really do too much anymore.
Yeah.
What else do we have? Deadpool 2, the PG-13 re-release will actually feature brand new footage that was just recently shot from or by Ryan Reynolds. So we'll actually get a pretty different movie.
Oh, so they went back and they shot
some extra stuff to probably fill in some gaps, some things that had to be PG-13, like most of that movie. I mean, I would think you'd have to reshoot a lot because that movie's...
I mean, with everything they can do with technology, they could probably just take out blood.
Yeah.
You know, or like censor a lot of stuff, you know.
Yeah, you would think a lot of it is probably just going in the studio and just recording your voice.
It's just like doing a TV edit.
Yeah.
For any movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing what you can do, you know.
Yeah, that's true. What else do we got? Warner Brothers Flash movie that starring Ezra Miller is its production date was supposed to be early 2019, but it is now pushed back to late 2019 and probably won't be released, if it is ever, in 2021.
Okay.
So I'm actually looking forward to that. What else? We have a little bit of Marvel news. So there's some rumors going around that Gambit and X-Force might not even make it to the big screen at all after this merger is done. Because...
so does that mean that they're going to hit the small screen or not nothing?
It's just a rumor so far. I think they're saying that with the merger becoming final in this January, the only Marvel / Fox films that are certain that are going to be make it to the big screen is Dark Phoenix and what's the other one?
New Mutants?
New Mutants, yeah. And those aren't even I think Dark Phoenix is the last of the trilogy. And
of like the young
versions,
people,
yeah.
Okay.
And New Mutants is probably not going to get picked up again for a sequel, just because I think the Disney's not really going to want to pursue that dark of a film. What was it? Disney's actually going to be kind of handpicking certain X-Men that they feel they can use in their universe. So we might not ever see these characters again. at least until everything gets rebooted again.
Huh.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. What else? I think that's all my news.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think that's it, man. On to you.
Pretty solid stuff.
What do you got?
All right. So with the overwhelming success of the recent Halloween film, Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream Queen, Heather Langenkamp has, she said recently in an interview that she would return to her role as Nancy for another installment if her franchise were to be revived.
Nice.
Which, I mean, yeah.
It's possible. I mean, we talked about it last week.
Right now, everything's up for grabs.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing stuff about Scream revivals and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, yeah, I'm glad that Heather wants to come back and do her Jamie Lee thing.
Yeah. Bringing it back after so many years.
Obviously, Robert Englund jumped on saying that.
I think that might have sparked something inside of her, kind of like, oh man, I think we can do it.
New Nightmare Part 2.
Right?
What's up? Moving on. Oh, also, so with the Nightmare on Elm Street, there is no plans whatsoever right now for anything. So
yes.
That's just thought. Moving on. Rian Johnson? Is it Rian or Ryan? For the director of Looper and Star Wars?
I think it's Rian Johnson.
Rian Johnson?
Yeah.
He just spells it weird?
Yeah.
Okay. So his newest effort has one hell of a killer cast, and it's just gotten even better with the recent ad of Toni Collette. Because we are so relevant, man.
Yes. Yeah. It's insane, man.
So Tony's just joined his team. The new film's called Knives Out. It's said to be a murder mystery set inside a mansion. Also starring Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, Lakeith Stanfield, Don Johnson, Anna de Armas, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Michael Shannon.
That's an insane cast right there. That movie better like fucking break some records or something, because with a cast like that, it just was half that cast.
Yeah,
I mean it's.
It's ridiculous, especially with what they've done recently.
Yeah.
Everybody's relevant. It's insane. Production starts in November. So look for that. It should be really cool. That guy's a really good filmmaker. And it's interesting that that's what he's coming off of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Wow. Moving on, popular adult toy company NECA has just previewed a Nun figure as well as the Friday the 13th remake Ultimate figure.
Oh,
once again, we are relevant.
Man. Making dreams come true.
You can look up some of the early images of these figures for the previews on their Twitter and Instagram.
Nice. Just check those out.
NECA. Looking pretty good so far.
Yes.
Moving on, the Suspiria remake opened up this past weekend, but only on 2 screens, which are New York and Los Angeles, and they pulled an impressive $89,000 per screen.
Nice. Was it just one screening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. I mean, various screenings throughout the weekend.
Okay.
But $89,000 each for one theater.
One theater, yeah.
Is
pretty good.
Crazy. But they're opening wide this weekend.
Yes.
Can't wait to see it. I hope they kill it.
Yeah.
Give Halloween a run for the money. Even though I don't know.
I don't think you can.
I don't know. It's a little more obscure than Mr. Michael, you know.
Yeah.
So Suspiria's crazy Italian stuff.
Those crazy Italians.
You know, I don't mean that in a rude way. Yeah. Trust me. I'm just saying Dario Argento is a little more obscure for obscure horror fans. What else? Oh, Red Dead Redemption. Talking about breaking records.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2 having the biggest opening weekend in entertainment so far. For anything.
That game...
$750 million, I think. Something like that.
So it beat like Spider-Man?
Oh,
like that record or whatever?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, that wasn't held for very long.
Nah.
It's like, yeah.
Rockstar, man. I'm telling you, M-rated games is where it's at.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. And plus, this game is so beautiful, man. I didn't buy Spider-Man, even though it's on my list. but Red Dead is, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be picking that up for my birthday. It's next week, so
treat yourself.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing, man. It's like living as a cowboy. It's not.
That's why I like the first one. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Western films, but this is like you get to be a part of that
everything
that genre, thing. It's just insane.